Yoki doki, what's up, guys? YouTubers, this is your guy, Mr. Evaluator, and today we're going to be going over a very easy video. Okay, so, according to the YouTubers that really know, I'm just going ahead and run it through, okay? So we have Gamora versus Batman, right? Okay, so according to the source material, it says that Gamora comes from a race of people race of aliens that had superhuman strength and durability. Okay, so as far as durability, that includes her stamina, her fatigueness. Not saying that she get tired, but she doesn't like having like superhuman durability. It probably take a lot longer and longer before she even draws out and get tired. She's capable of literally actually fighting other beings who is possibly stronger than her. But I want to stick with the source material. So as it says that she has superhuman strength and superhuman durability. While on the and it also says that Thanos clearly used her, had put her above all of his other soldiers and people he also refer as children. She was known to being, according to the source material, Marvel Comics, you can look it up if you want to, that she is known as the deadliest fighter in the galaxy. Okay? So she is one of the dangerous fighters in the galaxy. Okay? Now these are feats. Now, Batman, well, he worked his way up to human peak conditioning, right? So the furthest he got to bench pressing is like 1,000 pounds. And, he kind of fought Superman, but he needed some prep time, okay? So all in all, because of her amazing feats, right, she beats Batman without even trying. Doesn't that make so much sense? Like, because she is the deadliest one in the galaxy, and she has superhuman durability, and she literally has, like, she has superhuman strength. So, fighting her, yeah. You said 147? Oh, no, yeah, sorry about that, guys, mailman. But anyways, so because she has some impressive feats, right? She literally beats Batman. Okay, so that sounds right. That sounds like it makes sense because this is what the source material says. Okay, so let's bypass the fact that Batman is the one and only greatest strategist in the whole DC universe, according to the DC Comics in its source material. He is the one and only greatest tacticianist and strategical fighter throughout all of DC. Apparently, he isn't compared to Gamora because she is deemed to being the greatest fighter, the deadliest woman throughout all the galaxy. Plus, with the superhuman capability, her superhuman capabilities and her durability. So, being the greatest strategist in the DC universe, being the one and only greatest strategist in the DC universe, cannot compare to that. Okay, so there's no way in the world Batman alone will beat Gamora. Do you see how stupid that sounds? Okay, it makes sense, but it's stupid and it has a whole lot of holes in it. Okay, so let me go ahead and debunk what I firstly said. I literally said that, well, according to the DC Comics, Batman is the one and only greatest strategist throughout and tacticianist throughout the entire DC universe. So what that pretty much even tells you is that even if he come up against somebody like Captain America, you know what, let's give a highball. If he come up against somebody like Goku. Okay, knowing how smart Goku is, like he's always prepared. Okay, and you best believe with the plans and strategies that Batman have, I confirmed in my earlier video that Batman won't beat Goku, but Goku will literally deem Batman as a worthy opponent to actually fight with. And on top of that, like Ra's al Ghul has lived for centuries, bro. Like he's lived for centuries and deemed Batman worthy of actually fighting him hand to hand. Let's not even mention Vandal Savage, right? The guy who is literally immortal to DC Comics, and like he and Batman was at the top of their class, okay? And when they basically fought one another, like he literally actually deemed Batman a worthy opponent to actually fighting. Like, seriously. So, does this mean because she has superhuman strength and superhuman durability, Batman can't use those tactics? Like, as great as a strategist and tactician is, he's actually is, you're literally saying that none of his methods of actually fighting wouldn't work on her? I mean, yes, she has durability, she has durability. She's obtained the knowledge of every fighting style throughout the universe, right? Okay, she's obtained every knowledge of every different fighting style throughout the universe, but she has not obtained the methods of how that style is presented, of how that style is used. She obtained every knowledge, like, okay, let's say she obtained the knowledge of kickboxing, right? Okay, so she'd know everything about kickboxing. So somebody come to her in a kickboxing match, right? So they're gonna throw at least five different, like what they call five different diversions at her, right? And the minute she attacks with a kick, they counter that kick with a martial art move, like a freaking roundhouse. And like she would literally unexpect that. Like she knows the knowledge of every single fighting style throughout the whole MCU. I'm just giving her a high ball. She knows the knowledge of all and every single fighting style. Plus, I'm only saying what another guy said in the comic section about her. So she's obtained every knowledge of fighting style throughout the entire galaxy. But there's a it's different methods of that fighting style. So the roundhouse is pretty much it could be a left leg or a right leg, right? But somebody that does the roundhouse don't necessarily have to use their legs. They could take the formation of fighting, the style of fighting of doing the roundhouse, right? The formation with their legs, and instead they hit her with the haymaker. Like, this is the different methods that Batman uses when he literally fights. So fighting Batman hand to hand will literally be it'll literally be complicated for her to understand. She wouldn't even process this way of literally fighting. In fact, Batman is an extreme diversionist, right? If he throw these smoke bombs, if he throw these smoke repellents, like he could literally tire this girl out. Yes, she has superhuman durability. Batman doesn't have superhuman durability. In fact, Batman even got tired when he literally fought Slade, like literally. But the thing is that if you're not like Slade Wilson, right, excuse me, if you're not like Slade Wilson or pretty much any other extreme fighter like Ra's al Ghul and Vandal Savage in that category, like it'll be kind of hard to literally fight Batman in a hand-to-hand combat. So, am I gonna say take Batman out of the costume so he could pretty much fight her? Like, no, that's not a fair battle. Let's put Superman under the red sun and have him fight the Incredible Hulk when you literally know how vulnerable the Hulk is. Like, that's not a fair match. So let's give Bruce Wayne, Batman, the armor to literally bruise this girl. He's gonna keep his fatigue. Batman has no enhancements, but he has the armor strong enough to literally bruise this girl. And when they fight, he will leave her fatigue. She will be tired. She will be drained, right? So let's just say it'll take this girl 5 years to get tired out, right? Physically get tired, but as far as her mental capacity, it doesn't, like, she doesn't get tired. But the methods Batman is going to literally be taking her through, like, of his way of fighting, will leave her mind in a state of fatigue, bro. She's going to be tired. She's not going to be able to keep up with Batman. And every next move he literally does will literally confuse her. Prime example, if Batman was going to come at her with martial arts, she has the knowledge about every fighting style in martial arts. So let's just say Wing Chun. Batman comes at her with Wing Chun. She's going to like prepare to counter that with Wing Chun. And so by the time she counters that with Wing Chun, Batman switched over to boxing and hit her. Okay? So now she's switching over to boxing and he attacks her with boxing, countered that, she countered that, and he hit her back with Wing Chun. Like, Batman, like, this way of fighting, she's not going to be able to comprehend. And by the time she comprehends that way of fighting, Batman had already escalated to a different method of fighting. Excuse me, right there. Batman had already escalated to a different method of fighting. Okay? So in this scenario, there's no way for her to literally actually fight Batman in a hand-to-hand combat. It's like, literally, like it'll leave her confused in this point. So, and this basically even goes to show you that Batman Batman has even took down the Justice League, okay? Aquaman is way faster than Batman, okay? Aquaman will be like 75%, or I wouldn't say 75 or 50%. I don't know. I'm not going to put no percentage on it, but I'm just going to say Aquaman is almost like Superman. Okay, this guy could flip over cars. He could freaking pick up doggone giant trucks, okay? This and actually, according to the source material in DC, right, there is not one single metal on Earth that can penetrate Aquaman's skin if it's not from Atlantis. And this was pretty much shown in all of the Justice League, right? Like when the Atlanteans had their armor in the Flashpoint Paradox. Well, not Flashpoint Paradox. The Throne of Atlantis, I'm not sure, but this is when Atlantis pretty much came over and prepared for war. And all of the Atlanteans was like going to war with the human, the people that they call like the outsiders. I'm not sure, the outsiders or whatever. But anyways, they were shooting bullets at him and it didn't hurt him. Like the bullets was just like bouncing off him like he wasn't nothing. So compared to the actual, yeah, in the Throne of Atlantis, Arthur Curry went at a bar, right? Okay, so this guy came out, he went to go fight a couple of guys, right? This guy had a regular sharp combat knife, and he took that knife and swung it at Aquaman's chest, and it broke. Like, Aquaman was too strong. So there is no earthly metal that can basically penetrate the skin of an Atlantean. Like, this is freaking amazing. And Batman was still able to take this guy down, right? He was literally still able to take this guy down with his methods of fighting. So even if he did had Atlantean metal, even when he doesn't need to use it, he could still take down Aquaman like it ain't nothing. So what that could literally tell you that him fighting this girl with these methods, with these primal bases, like how Batman basically fights. Like, what makes you think if he could take down the Justice League, he could take this girl down with no problem? In fact, right, all of the Avengers, I believe she could take on all of the Avengers. I probably even believe that she could even probably beat Captain America. I mean, it may be a twin battle, but I don't know because Captain America was made being the best of the best of the best, and it says throughout the whole MCU, he is the one and only greatest uh, tacticianist ever in hand-to-hand combat. So actually, I take that back. He probably would beat this girl, because she's only throughout the galaxy. But MCU says he's the greatest in the whole Marvel comic universe. So with her being throughout the galaxy, that's not the whole Marvel comic universe. So it literally makes that Captain America will literally beat this girl in a hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so these guys are equal. But as far as her beating Batman, no, she's not. She's not going to beat Batman because of the methods of fighting. Even like Steven Rogers. Steven Rogers wouldn't even compare to Batman because of that method of fighting. So, if you guys have any questions or any comments there below, I say that the only person that take the win in this battle is Batman. Because Batman is DC's one and greatest only tacticianist and strategist throughout the whole DC universe. Pretty much like Captain America. Captain America is Marvel's one and only greatest tacticianist and hand-to-hand combat fighter throughout the whole MCU. And she is just the deadliest woman throughout the galaxy, not the whole Marvel comic universe. So obviously, throughout the galaxy of the Marvel comic universe, Steven Rogers is the tacticianist, the greatest tacticianist throughout all the MCU, whole Marvel comic universe. So all in all, Captain America with the super soldier serum is basically even stronger than this girl. And Batman with his different ways of fighting and his fighting methods basically puts this girl underground. And he too beats Captain America. Batman alone would tank out the whole Avengers by himself. And if you don't believe me, go ask your favorite villain, because I believe he literally did a video with this guy about freaking what it was, the Justice League versus the Avengers. Actually, a lot of people have been doing this. So just go look it out and see what they say about it. But all in all, Gamora does not beat Batman in any way because of his fighting methods and the way he basically fights. So in this case, by the time she understands the full fighting method of how Batman fights, he'd be escalated to a new level of fighting. And she will never be ahead of him. Instead, Batman will always be ahead of her. So, this is pretty much how you scale power. Like, comment, do whatever you want. I don't care about any of that stuff. All you gotta do is just understand how to use characters. Peace. Evaluator out.